So is there a phone charger that I can use?
Yo!
What's up, guys? We are live. We're a little early.
We
It
are
might be a second before people start coming in.
3 minutes early. Supposed to be at
early. Oh,
9:15.
9:15. But you know, little early never hurt.
No. Never heard nobody.
We are 3 hours late, but we're not going to talk about that.
So, let me give you guys a little bit of context, and I explain it better in the next podcast episode that I just finished editing. No Name Nationals is great. I love No Name Nationals. The service, not so much. The service for No Name Nationals, it was terrible. It took an hour to post 15 seconds short while I was there. Which,
So we
it's
weren't
not
even,
their fault.
Yeah, we weren't even really going to try. We kind of tried to get a live stream going, but it didn't really do much.
No, so we just pre-recorded, and it took so long to upload the pre-recorded videos to Google Photos to put them on my computer to then edit and post them.
And,
we completely missed last week.
Yeah, just entirely. We didn't even do it late. We're still working on editing.
Yeah,
It happens. It happens.
and today I was the reason it's late today is because I was planning on posting that video for this week. That also did not end up happening, obviously.
Yeah.
You can see here. Not that there was that many people waiting on the podcast, but, those who were, that's why it's late and also not what you were expecting. But next week will be the No Name Nationals podcast. Official.
Yep. It's going to be a cool episode. We're going to have
Really
a lot
cool.
of cool people in there. It's a really cool event altogether.
I'll give an example. We interviewed Big Block 402.
Is that a merch plug?
This is a custom, one of two kinds mug that I got from Big Block.
Oh, you weren't even good enough for one of a kind, huh?
Well, I mean,
Old Nepo Nate.
He had to have one for himself, and you shut your goddamn mouth. Don't you ever call me that.
If you watch our podcast from No Name National, you will get that reference. I don't know if we actually...
I don't think we said that on the podcast.
Well, we should, because it's really funny.
Not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's kind of mean.
If you get it.
It's kind of.
You want to explain it?
I mean, there's not much to explain there. I mean, everybody knows what a Nepo baby is.
Right.
By definition, I'm not a Nepo baby.
Right.
But
you are a Nepo baby of YouTube.
Not really.
Well,
So my dad has probably 32,000 subscribers now.
34.
34. He's back up to 34.
Yep. 34,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, so I've actually been doing, he has had a YouTube channel longer than me, but I've actually been doing YouTube longer than he has.
He has videos back from 2009.
That's true, and he consistently posted longer than I ever have.
That's true.
So, I'll give him that. But, so for No Name Nationals, there's this thing called the No Name 500.
Yep.
And that's where you have to have 500 subscribers to race or do a burnout challenge or really anything other than just beat it.
Yeah.
You have to have 500 subscribers to do so.
Right.
On a YouTube channel.
At the end of the day, it's still a YouTuber event.
Right. Yeah.
So that's just kind of...
They don't want some random person showing up with like a really, really fast car that doesn't have a YouTube channel just to beat people, because that's not what it's about. But whenever I did my No Name 500, they think that it was easier for me because my dad already had 35,000.
He was at like
38,
36, 38 at the
something
time.
like that.
Yeah. And he was...
But
he
no,
is,
it really
he
is.
is one of the founding members of No Name National.
My dad is, yeah. Old cousin Cletus.
Old cousin Cletus.
Old cousin.
Therefore-
Well, he wasn't like,
Therefore, Nepo Nate. And the
Yeah.
joke is really funny.
I think that it could be funny in other contexts.
Okay. What are the contexts?
I mean, I'm living at my dad's house,
Mhm.
rent free.
Yeah.
He gives me food,
Yep.
water.
Yep. Do you contribute to groceries?
No.
Okay. Do you pay for the gas in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you pay for your vehicle?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Have you paid for any vehicle? Ever?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So Nebo Nate.
Yeah, so that makes a lot more sense. Not me.
Podcast
outing myself,
rebrand.
But no,
No.
I don't
Okay.
know about that one.
Alright.
I think that's I think that's basic,
Sounded like
to be
hard.
honest. I think that as a parent, a lot of the things that I get,
That's true.
like a car, you should buy your kid a car. If you can afford it, you should buy your kid a car.
I wouldn't say should.
I mean, it's
I would
not
say-
like a required thing.
I would say if you're able to do it and you're
If you're able to, yeah. Obviously, if you can't afford it, that happens.
if you're able to and you trust your child
Yeah.
and you know that a vehicle will help them out a lot and you know that they'll take care of it, then yeah, it'd be pretty cool if you got your kid.
I mean, yeah, you don't just give a car to a kid that's gonna ruin it, you know.
Well, we went to school with a few guys who got these big old daddy money cars.
I'm
and
not gonna
trucks.
name any names.
We're not
I
gonna
know.
name any
I know
names.
who owned this car.
There were.
But there was a kid there who had a Bugatti.
No, it was a Lamborghini.
He was always talking about Bugattis in class, though.
Well, I don't know if it was some sort of fancy Italian sports car.
I never saw the actual car.
I've
I
seen
just
it.
saw it going real fast through the park.
I've seen it. It was like orangish. It was some sort of Ferrari.
Did not drive this
shape.
car responsibly.
No,
But again, no
Ferrari,
names.
Lamborghini,
No names. I'm not gonna point
Lamborghini
anybody
type of
out.
stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was an interesting because we went to school in Arkansas, so
Arkansas.
we get a great mix of like
Yeah.
really rich and then like really poor.
Well, we
kids.
also live in the fastest growing city in Arkansas history.
well, and so all the kids at our high school, because
Okay. Also, a lot of people when they think of Arkansas, they think of like maybe you had like 30 people in your graduating class. How many people did we have in our graduating class?
600 and something.
600, 700.
Which isn't like the most that you could have.
No, it's not.
But it's a
for
fairly
Arkansas,
large amount. Oh yeah.
For Arkansas, and we went to school with 3,000 kids, and it was 3 grades.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
Now, there wasn't that many people walking across the stage because not everybody graduated. But I think still like 500 and like 50 something graduated in our class, which is a pretty surprising amount because I know the kids that graduated in our class and yeesh.
Didn't we both have a little trouble with that? There.
I didn't have any trouble. I mean,
You got pretty close.
I just wasn't doing my homework. I was a choice.
You were a choice.
I was choosing to have a low grade in English because I didn't have honor. So the way that the system works, basically, if you have a really high grade in class, but you don't have honors, that is going to be no different than if you just barely passed that same exact class. Unless it's like welding or something that's
yeah.
actually going to give you a skill, it doesn't matter.
So I have actually had employers inquire about my GPA.
Yeah, but who?
People that you
Like-
wouldn't think. Like, the diesel mechanic shop that I worked at, they asked about my GPA. The dealership that I worked at, they asked about
Okay,
my
well,
GPA.
let me put it this way. All of the fun jobs will not ask you.
Okay, the diesel mechanic, not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun at all. Not fun even in a sense of the word. I hated it. But working at that dealership actually was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I wish I still had that job. Because I'm a nerd and I like cars.
Shouldn't have crashed that car.
I did not crash a car. No car was crashed. Well, there was a car crash.
Hello?
The Popo, they're here to get you.
Me? What did I do that they would know of?
Well, I don't know. That could be a little thunder outside. We might have a little bad weather affecting our internet, perhaps.
Maybe. Absolutely.
We might have to. It actually looks like we're getting some lag on the video, so we might have to do a little troubleshooting. We're gonna
Maybe.
pause. We'll be back in just a little bit to kind of see what's going on here.
Yeah, actually, I think we should.
As I was saying,
What's it? What's that smell?
In the chair, Clint.
Smells like up dog.
well, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
What in the
don't
white
wanna-
whiskey tango trailer park shit is this?
So, yeah, now that you arrived here, well, got the podcast set up. We're just going through.
Mustard and biscuits.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I just arrived here, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, so yeah, we just got back. I just got back from No Name Nationals, and I don't know why you keep looking over there, but I'm sitting right here.
I mean,
But yeah, I got back from No Name Nationals, and it's been cool, man. I was racing at Tesla.
yeah,
It's pretty fast.
was it now?
It's fast. Now, it ain't just the fastest thing out there, you know what I'm saying? But there was one vehicle we beat with the head racing slicks, and everything else had regular tires. But there wasn't a car that flat out beat the Tesla there that we raced in. And there was faster cars there, but we didn't race the Tesla. So
I wonder how many of those people felt a certain type of way about getting beat by electric car or Tesla, in fact.
well, I would think most automotive people know the Tesla's fast. But I promise you, we surprised at least a few people.
The Tesla.
Tesla. And we're going to put some videos out. I know Nadertron got some, and I got some. We're going to put them out and, just show a couple of races for smoking that ass.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that burnout you did in the Tesla, that was pretty nice.
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah,
It was
it was quite entertaining.
something. Had a good time. We're going to do something a little different next year. So, and I guess it's a good place to announce it here. Doesn't feel like my channel too much, but I guess, wow,
Yeah, man.
freaky, man. Freaky Friday, right?
Freaky Friday,
But
yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna make a challenge, and the challenge, I guess we're announcing here. There will be some more information to it, but the challenge is going to be get a vehicle as cheap as you can get.
Okay.
That's part of the challenge, right? You can spend as much as you want to. But there's going to be different brackets to the challenge. The cheaper the vehicle you get, the more points you get. So if you spend $1, you're going to get max points. If you spend $100,000, you're probably going to get any points in that category. The next category is going to be uniqueness, and then the customers are going to go together, and the subscribers and followers and watchers are going to vote on
Okay.
the cars as well. So my hope is to get some channels together that are doing the build. They can either build together, or there'll be separate channels that are building different cars, and to get them all built, cars, trucks, wagons, SUVs, vans, whatever it may be, buses, I don't care.
So, Cletus, you're explaining a flip it and rip it challenge.
I like that. That's pretty good. But I want the viewers to be able to participate. Well, so not everybody's going to be able to start a challenge, start building something, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be plenty of time because the end of it will be No Name Nationals in 2026, which would be the 5th No Name Nationals. And
5th annual.
right, that's where everybody's going to show up. You get points for showing up there. So if you don't show up there, you can still participate. You just won't get the points for showing up. But that's going to be the point, is to show up where people have a chance to come and see the vehicles in person, and then also to meet the people who built it. So either one channel show up, or the teams of the channels show up to build it, show up there, and it's kind of like going to be a car show with it. You got enough subscribers, and you paid to everything, you could enter participant in No Name Nationals. You could race them up down the track if they pass tech. But like I was getting back to, not everybody's going to have enough money to build these, right? But we're going to make it where people can donate to the channels and be part of the team, right? They can donate parts, they can donate time.
Kind of like silent partners in a way.
Well, it's not going to be so silent, because you say my channel can't build it, but your channel can, right?
Yeah.
I'll come out, I'll help you do videos,
Shout outs and the whole 9 yards.
shout outs, sharing your media, doing live streams where we're talking about the build, me talk while you build in the background on a live stream, whatever it might be, right? Just group participation, what we're really looking for in the automotive community, because the automotive community is the best community on YouTube, hands down. So that's one way to get into it. Now I'm going to try to ruffle up some sponsors and all that to help people with budgets. I know O'Reilly's was a sponsor for the Volvo build. If you guys don't know, check out the Volvo build on my channel. That's the sweetest. And 9 other channels. We all got together and built this car in 5 days. It's an awesome experience. I'm kind of going for that now. I would love for somebody to collab and come out and build what I've got going on. I know Haterz is going to help a little bit. Hopefully a lot of it. And then it was Big P-Lab, which is the other person on Haterz podcast, which kind of looks like this. So I think Freaky Friday again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his channel right now is named Po Boy Mopar.
Okay.
About like shrimp po' boys and mopars, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, those go together.
Or people. It's fine.
You know,
But
as much as it comes.
yeah, they're going to help
them
build.
Mopars running.
And I know Mr. Quick Rich may stop by and help build a little bit. He's also, I know he's building, or going to build, a burnout machine. So a burnout vehicle for No Name Nationals. That could be part of the build too, because it's still going to show up there, right? And
Yeah.
the cheaper you get the vehicle. So I already have mine. I don't want to give it away too much, because I don't want to, until I get the challenge out there, I don't want to show what I got. But I tell you, it's going to be a hard time beating my price of the vehicle I got.
I will say so. You know,
And it's going to be super unique.
I mean, you're frugal as they come, so it makes
I'm
sense.
pretty cheap. That is, I think that's a good thing.
It
This
can be.
economy, and I'm not going to politics, that's not what this is about, but this economy, people is saying that the economy's up 3% more than it has been and all this stuff. Maybe the economy is, but people are
Yeah.
struggling.
I will say, you know, people talk about riding on a short bus when you're kids and things like that. I think right now, most of the people I've come across are more on the struggle bus than anything.
Well,
And
and
it's
I guess
tough.
let's move off that topic. Like I said, I don't want to accidentally spill some
No.
politics.
All I'm saying is,
Um,
the struggle is real.
right.
So let's, you know,
Yeah, let's
on this
help each
Freaky
other
Friday,
out.
let's help each other out.
Let's get these bills together, and
Yeah.
everybody can help in some way. And of course, I'll announce it. I'll do a big video on my channel, and we'll get Nader trying to do some information, so if you guys watch his channel here, can get out to everybody. But let's talk about something crazy. What you been doing this year? It's already October almost, dude.
Yeah, man, I tell you, it's crazy. You know, the things in your life change you forever. You know, just that can happen. You just never know. Like, I mean, I'm gonna say within the last couple months, my wife left me for a woman. Things
Her?
happen. Yeah, man.
Was she at
And-
least a good looking one?
no.
Her?
But it's how you bounce back from that. I mean, you gotta. Yeah, it
Is
happens.
she looking for a man?
Hey, no, I'm not switching teams.
Not gonna work for you, huh?
No.
Well, man, that sucks.
But the thing is, like, you gotta have your people. You gotta have your in your life.
And I'm not trying to gaslight you as these youngins be saying. Oh, pussy ass Julie. Anyway, I'm not trying to gaslight you, but man, you've been through worse, dude. You've
Yeah, I
had a
know.
hard life.
It's just it's my current events.
And we can get into some of you'd like, but we've had a hard life, and you've had being a redhead stepchild.
Hey, man.
You've had some ups.
Hey, man.
And you've had a lot of downs.
It's crazy. The 80s and 90s, growing up, being chastised and treated differently because I was redheaded, freckled, and all that.
Not only that, but we lived in a place in North Little Rock, which is Central Arkansas, right outside of Little Rock. It's not the same city; it's completely different.
Yeah.
That they tried to beat you up just for being white.
Yeah.
So not only were you white, but you're a ginger.
And so both of those were bad. Now, women of all sorts love me because apparently being a ginger is a good thing.
Yeah, that could have been 20 years ago. Or
Yeah.
20, 30 years ago. You'd have been doing pretty good.
Yeah. So
Maybe people wouldn't have tried to mess with you so much.
yeah. So, but I mean, it is what it is.
Worked out for them.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the things that, if it don't tear you down, it'll build you back up. So.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good way to look at life, right? You could sit there and dwell on the things, right? And especially people you think are close to you, and you think are your ride or die, and you think, man, this is me. This person knows me. We're right there, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you turn around and you're like, whoa, what the hell? I'm out here by myself. This person doesn't really care about me at all. But like you said, you keep on moving, man. You can't just dwell on it. You got to see past it and get your next goal and say, okay, what can I do to get better, do better, be better?
And I think we owe it to ourselves as men, in general, to talk more. I think it's important to not necessarily, try and get the sand out of it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we got
so
to cry.
Yeah, to cry or nothing like that. But it's important to speak out your thoughts, your feelings, and things like that because
for our generation,
Yeah.
right? And we're millennials.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as like boomers and Gen X and so on. But for our generation, you don't do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's
You just eat your
you're-
feelings,
you're a
swallow it,
puss.
and move on.
Oh, you're talking about your feelings? You're a puss.
And
not that, like I said, we're
Yeah.
not sitting here trying to talk about our feelings, but
Yeah.
it's okay to bounce ideas off each other
Exactly.
and say, man, how can we help each other? And that's what we need to do as not only millennials, but as people.
Right.
How can we help each
As
other?
a
Why are we always
society.
putting each other down? Why are we, I've got, I don't have that many friends because I don't like people. No, it's not that I don't like people. I guess the way we grew up.
Yeah. Trust is a big deal.
Trust, right? It's hard to develop a relationship with somebody and have that much trust and faith in them because we've been let down by so many people.
True.
Anyway, I'm not getting that. But there's a saying I used to say all the time, and I still hold it. I believe it to be true, and that is people that are supposed to be close to you. Some people want to see you do good as long as it's not better than them.
Exactly. Yeah, man. People hate on people's downfalls, and unfortunately, if they put that much energy into building someone up, man, it'd be a great place to be.
Well, you take them stones they're throwing at you, you
Build a house. Yeah.
You build a house, build yourself stronger. Then
The hate is because they ain't us.
that's right. But yeah, man, that's crazy stuff. It's Freaky Friday. I'm guessing you're supposed to be Nadertron over there. What the hell is this?
Yeah, man. Back on the Natatrons and with my D&D and yeah. My hair got really short though.
and I guess I'm Big B Lives, but
Yeah.
actually,
Well,
that's
as a matter of fact, you got
you're
a hell of a lot
just
bigger.
wrong. Yeah, I got it like it. You're just wrong.
You swallowed
D&D is about dragons.
dicks and donuts. Look out now.
Anyway, okay. Now we're hating on the Haterz podcast.
Hey, But I still just can't get
We're
over
not
this
really
fucking
watching the
blanket,
chat.
man.
I hope Nader Chons and Big B Lev was out there moderating the chat, chatting with you guys.
You know,
It's
you
Freaky
know.
Friday, so we kind of popped in. It's a joke. But they needed a break. They had a bunch of podcasts come out. I'm sure it's going to be edited, so you won't see all of it. But they were busy. They're known in nationals. They got some good interviews, got some good video, and they're putting together something that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, cell
But
service
it's
just
not going to be quick.
cell service was a little tough, and you know, just got to work around that, and they'll get it there. They ain't got a whole lot else going on, so
You don't know. Man, that's messed up.
I'm just saying.
What I was talking about, building each other up.
Well, that's what I mean. To be young and have that much time, it helps.
So, what do you want? You want to talk about some Space Jams? That's the shirt you're wearing, like basketball?
Man, I tell you what, in 1996, when this came out, this was the tits. I had the VHS, I had the sheets, I had the curtains, everything. Space Jam.
And I Believe I Can Fly. That's your
Woo!
back in the day, boy.
Man, I tell you what, that was a great movie.
All right. Can you ball?
Man, I tell you what, y'all don't want to mess on my 3-point. I can shoot that thing. I'm
Yeah.
slow and I'm old, but I can shoot the
So
leather
you
off
got
that ball.
defense.
No, man.
You're all offense, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I'll get in the way, and
you're
I'll slow
big,
you
right?
down.
So you can step in the way.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
you're
I'm
quick enough, that's
6'2", 295, so I mean, I'm not small.
295
But
last week.
hey, man, I know it is what it is. They call me Big Red for a reason.
So, your next step in life, and I know we're kind of bouncing around here and there, but we'll get back to talking about your life a little bit. What's your next goal in life? What's your short term?
My short-term goal, man, to be honest, is to be a better human in general.
Nice.
I
like that.
I want to make sure that I'm a good father, that I take care
You're
of.
a good father.
Well, you know what I mean. That I can be a
You
better
just want to try
father.
to be the best.
Yeah.
I get it.
And be supportive as I can.
Yeah.
And try not to be as whiskey tango, man. Is what's going on, man. It's tough.
Well, our mom was a hard-working mom, and she did the best she could do, and it was good. You know, I
Definitely.
love her for it. I know she had a lot of sacrifice and stuff.
Yeah.
But it made for some hard times.
Yeah.
I know you don't want that for your kids.
I tell you, that's one of the things that if it helps. You know, being in my 40s now, looking back at
40s.
yeah, you know, hey,
40s are?
come on, man. Seeing all these, the I guess the examples of what not to do growing up.
Yeah.
And I've molded myself into being a parent to where that doesn't happen in my daughter's life. You know, I say, I don't say no very much, and unfortunately, that's expensive. And I'm cheap, so.
And to put that in context, because a lot of people, you guys don't know Clint Forrest over here too.
Yeah, that's my dinosaur nickname, Clintoris.
This guy used to talk about, oh man, if that was my kids, they would never say that. I'd never do that. I'd never buy that. I'd never. Yeah, no, he babies that kid. You would think he had his titty in her mouth. Drinking milk anyway, nothing weird. But
But you know,
it's a lot different when it's your kid.
Yeah.
And I know, looking back on it, you could probably say, yeah, I would. No, I would never. You would say that again. Obviously,
Well,
right?
see, my thoughts on it is the things that we've done is nurturing her more than anything. A lot of people shelter, whatever it may be, but like my child, man, I'm so proud as a father, man. She's above and beyond, you know, at 13 years old already, made a 25 on her ACT, excelling on everything, never seen anything but an A in her life. There's no way I would have thought that. You know, I mean.
Yeah, man, I mean, you got to be proud of your kids' accomplishments. You can't compare them to yourself, right? It's like if I tried to compare my kids to myself, they're already.
Yeah, leaps and bounds. Yeah.
Shoot, man, I mean, they had a better start than we ever could hope.
Yeah, you know, not having to be in smoking environments.
That's just one thing.
Yeah, child abuse. neglect, those things as parents, we try to prevent our children being around, and that's
Yeah.
huge.
Well, what I was getting to was, both my kids graduated high school, which I did.
Yeah.
Because, but, and I'm not saying they don't have their own challenges and their own long way to go. They got to be their own people. But hopefully, building the foundation, they're able to take a step in the time to decide what they want to do in their life and be who they want to be.
Yeah, and to put an automotive spin on it, I feel like they have, most of the lug nuts available on the tire to keep it on.
Yeah, and that's all you can hope for, right? So it's a thin line, right? You want to coddle or baby or whatever you want to call it to your kids. You don't want to make them weak, but you don't want them to have the same hard life you had. There's a balance you got to find.
Exactly.
And that's hard to do. And every parent's going to do it different because there's no real book on it. There's plenty of books out there, but they're all trash. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to do the best you could do. The goal is to raise your kids the best you can so that they become good adults.
Well, and an improvement upon yourself.
And it not even that, man. You can't put.
Well,
that
you always
weight
want
on
them better.
yourself, right?
But at the end of the day, you still
You
always
want
want them to be better than
You
you.
want to prepare them to be better.
Right.
And most
Set them up.
likely, if you're doing on that,
Yeah.
it's going to be better. Maybe in different ways, even. It's being, more productive or whatever. However you see yourself on a social status or anything like that, it'll be different.
Growing up, I always heard old people saying, things go fast when you have
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
You blink, close your eyes, all that.
100%.
My first experiences with children in general was becoming an uncle.
Yeah.
my,
Oh, wow.
my nieces and nephews, the old Uncle Sealand over here.
Wasn't that long ago you was wiping baby doo-doo.
Yeah,
Now some diapers.
man.
Now
Yeah.
they're adults.
And now they're adult shitheads.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it for the world, man. Being an uncle helped me, or even more so further back than that, being an older brother. Having to make sure to be my brother's keeper and to make sure that, we were there for each other no matter what.
If you want to go back that far, and I don't get too much in personal life, but the reason our mom left our dad is he's a piece of crap.
Oh yeah,
And, he loved beating on women and children.
yeah,
And that guy used to beat the hell out of me.
yeah.
I would go run behind you. And everybody was always wondering why I'm always standing behind you back then. That was the biggest reason.
Yeah.
You back then you could take a hit a little better than me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, abuse and neglect there's never an excuse for any of it. But I will say, the things that we experienced in childhood made us stronger adults.
For sure, it made you. But it could have been the other way.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Your part. I like that saying. Things that don't break you will make you stronger. But or things that do break you make you feel some back to be stronger, whatever. But it could break you all the way.
Yeah.
You can lose your shit.
I mean,
Give up.
yeah,
Kill yourself.
mental
You
health,
could do it.
suicide, those are
But
issues.
you've got to, as a person,
Yeah.
you've got to step outside of your mind, of your head. And hopefully you got somebody to bounce off of. Right?
Yeah.
But you got to be that person where you can say, okay, let me look at this from the outside. How can I get out of this situation? How can I improve? What can I do to be better?
Well, yeah, because a lot of times people talk about alcohol addictions, drug addiction, things like that.
That's real, man.
And it is real, but they say that a lot of it is because it's hereditary or whatever it is,
There's some.
and there is
truth to
some
that.
truth. There is some truth to that. But at the end of the day, like if you,
End of the day, it is choice.
It is
People don't
choice.
like to hear that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the disease. It is, but it's still a choice.
right.
It's
So-
hard. But
so-
you got to do it.
So I just chose to be a better person. And I will say, after my daughter was born, it made me a new man, and I'm a different person now because of it.
Yeah.
And I might not be the best person, but I tell you what, I
You're a
mean,
bad person.
I can
I
depend-
ask sometimes,
yeah,
but
hey, it
not
is what it
meaning.
is.
No, you don't mean to be. You're just that's.
Well, I guess I was born without a filter.
Yeah.
I don't think 3M installed my filter.
It used to be pretty artistic, but
Yeah.
I think a little more autistic.
autistic now. Yeah, I mean now that it's become aware to people, you know, I think my mom.
Too much Tylenol.
Yeah, I think my mom took Tylenol. I guess that's what it was. I mean, either that or it could have been her husband beating her. I don't know.
Packs of
But
cigarettes a day.
smoking 3 packs of cigarettes. But you know,
Uh,
we all have our
the 80s, bro.
we all have our adversities in life.
Can you believe you're 42 years old?
42 years old. No, you know, honestly, the way we grew up, man, I never would have thought we'd made it this far.
Shit. Well, my 20s too. Not only our teens and our young life, but my 20s too, man. I never thought I'd
Yeah,
make it to
all
30
them,
years
all
old.
them fat girls back then.
And now,
Whoa.
look, I'm freaking 40.
Yeah, man,
Ooh,
41. Don't
I'm
forget.
40, sorry. Yeah, it's surreal. But when you have kids, that time,
It just
it
flies.
flies.
Yeah,
I mean, time flies anyway, but when you have kids, it double turns.
yeah.
It's different.
Yeah,
I don't suggest people rush into having kids. I do suggest people who are stable and ready to have kids. But I would
Well,
rush into this.
Yeah, it's
It makes life so much quicker. Kids are expensive, and
but I would tell you, it changes who you are, and it changes your whole trajectory in life. And
Well,
I wouldn't change it for anything.
it should.
If you're doing it right,
Right.
it will, in a positive or negative aspect.
And people that, you know, their dads went out to get some milk and never came back. Or
Yeah,
their moms
you know.
went out to get some milk and never came back.
Yeah, it's tough, you know.
Man.
People always say it's the dad, but man, in some situations,
Give up.
it's the mother. You know, you never really know.
But man, it's life. Man. It's life. But okay, so let's get back to stories.
Okay, what you got?
Let's go. I don't like saying this is my podcast, so I don't want to be too crazy.
You want to talk about the time when
No,
my birthday weekend when
blow up sheet.
no not the blow up seat. That's a funny joke, haha.
Yeah.
No. By the time my birthday weekend, when our alcoholic stepfather decided to fall asleep at the wheel,
Yeah, we talk about that crazy.
yeah, man, I'll tell you what. Me and this young man here, and one of our other much younger yet, siblings was riding around in a car in an old Ford LTD.
The 80s Model Ford LTD,
Yeah.
front wheel drive.
Yeah, we were just riding along and looked up at the rearview mirror, and I looked at my stepfather at the time, and he looked in the rearview mirror, all apologetic like, and closed his eyes and fell asleep, while having a 6-pack of beer in his lap, after drinking the entire weekend. 'Cause his birthday was the day after mine. Man, I tell you what, life flashed before your eyes, going off that bridge.
So a little more context to that story as well is in the 80s and 90s, but that would have been 90s by then. We didn't wear seatbelts.
No, we were flying all over the place. I had to grab both of my brothers, make sure none of us died. It was rather,
We had to wake
rather
up the
scary.
drunk in the passenger seat.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
man, get out the car.
Steve-O the
Swim
drunk.
up to the shore.
Steve-O the drunk was so
Straight off a bridge.
Drunk.
I forgot. I didn't get to that part yet.
yeah.
But, yeah, straight off the bridge into the water.
Yeah, into the water. We were about halfway in the water.
I think I was.
Car smoking, everything.
Huh?
Yeah, somewhere around there, somewhere around that age. It was,
10.
yeah, it was crazy, man. I had to get up. I had to get out of the vehicle, you know, a young kid, and physically slap and punch the drunk in the passenger seat.
Steve-O.
Steve-O the drunk. I don't know what the guy's actual name was. I don't know if it was
Steve-O the
Steven,
drunk.
Steve, or what, but I know him as Steve-O the drunk.
Trying to feed that dude potpourri.
Yeah,
like,
everything.
So in the 80s and 90s, and I keep saying 80s, we don't much of the 80s. We're too young for that.
But for sure, the 90s.
They used to have little baskets on there, your coffee table.
The stank
beside
ass
the
potpourri.
ashtray, beside the ashtray.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to smell cigarettes, right? They used to have hard cinnamon, and there's other things, but it's almost always cinnamon, like rolled up hard wood, and pine cones, and
Yeah, just
potpourri.
funky
Right?
ass
Sometimes
potpourri.
it was pine, cinnamon. It was almost always cinnamon. But anyway, I guess they thought it better to smell the smoke. But we used to, that dude that started getting drunk still, we start trying to feed it to him. He'd think it's a hors d'oeuvre or something. Go at it.
stick it in his nose,
Of
whatever.
course, then my mom would come and start going, ah!
But yeah, man, Steve on the drunk, we had to wake him up, do what we could to get him out of there. It was car was half submerged in water, smoking, never drove again. Surprise, surprise. I mean, but it's wild, man. You know, and I live in a way by a quote that man used to say. It was, let it flop.
That we did, right through the water.
Let it flop. But I mean, if you think about it, as simple as that quote may be, it's, who gives a fuck? Just live your life. Be yourself.
Yeah, man, you take it that way, and make it into your own life. Let it flop. Just let it be.
Let it be. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it
All
is.
that goes together.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's though I've used that quote ever since, you know,
that's the story, man.
90s. Yeah, that was wild. That's one of probably
Oh,
millions of stories
many,
we had.
So many.
uh
You have to come back on this podcast with Big B Live and
Haterz.
and do some storytelling appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's inappropriate ones too, but for the most part, there's some come on, man. There's some really really funny ones, really character building stories,
Sure.
things that will, you know, brighten your days, things that will just make you laugh.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, you just never know.
North Little Rock was wild in the 90s, buddy.
Man,
Gang banging in Little Rock was
Yeah.
filmed mostly in North Little Rock.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Bad time, rough time.
Well, I do have another story.
Oh, boy. All
right.
right, let's hear it.
So, speaking of North Little Rock, back then, we used to play in the sewer
Oh, boy.
because we were whiskey tangos.
You gonna talk about the time you slid down the water hose?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So we used to watch action movies back then, you know, Ninja
Oh, yeah,
Turtles, things of that nature.
Action
You know, what you see on TV, you think is real.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, all that. So I was like, well,
Wow.
let's try this. So I tied a water hose to the side of a bridge and was like,
A piece of water.
a piece of water hose.
One
But
that we just found
it was,
walking down the road.
it was still fairly long. I thought it was going to be a great idea. Well, the thing that I didn't think about the fact that water hose has texture.
Well,
And,
and they stretch a little bit.
and they stretch a little bit.
So,
Yeah. So I slid down this water hose that's a genius, and by the time I hit the bottom of the drainage ditch in the sewers, yeah, I had no skin hardly left on my hands. My hands were burnt up.
and you probably don't remember this because you were in so much pain quickly, but so this dude goes, my hands, and takes his hands and starts putting them in the sewage water.
Oh, gross.
Which I'm sure cooled it off. And we say sewage, it's really a runoff ditch.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
like rainwater and algae.
Empty
and
beer
all
bottles, all those things.
Yeah, well, North Little Rock too. So
Yeah.
rice needles,
You
crack.
never know, man.
North Little Rock in the 90s, which is not. It is a little better. But
It's a little better. Off campus, not where you want to hang out after dark.
Camp Rocks. Camp Rocks.
But yeah, man. And then the very next day, I thought, well, I'm gonna ride my bicycle down this long hill we live near. Yeah, with no shoes on, and then my chain pops off,
And of course, no brakes.
and no brakes. Coming downhill, oncoming traffic. So I put my feet down with no shoes on. So I had no skin on my hands one day, skin to bottoms of my feet up the next day. Oh, and then Mom had a friend that was brilliant. Told her of an idea, a remedy the next day of how to get gum out of your hair.
Oh boy, yeah. I remember
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
We used to have some luscious, just beautiful.
Long
it was
red
rough,
locks.
pretty ugly, but it was nice, fluffy hair.
Yeah, man. Mom used to
That
feather it.
80s big
all
feather,
that.
even though it's the 90s, had that big 80s feather.
Yeah. Well, got gum in it.
David Bowie look.
Got gum in it. Listened to the remedy of someone else and put lighter fluid in the back of my hair. So I had 3rd-degree burns on my neck, hands scarred up, feet tore up. And back then, to fix anything, she took me to Wendy's to get a Frosty.
I had 2 questions, 2 follow-up questions to your story. Well, 3. We'll go with 2. First question.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything?
Oh, 100%. I did not slide down a water hose ever again.
Second question. Did the gum come out of your hair?
Oh, it came out. Yeah, it basically melted. My skin and the gum.
Third question.
Yeah.
Frosty. Any good?
Oh, yeah. It was Frostalicious back then.
Yeah. It wasn't worth burning this thing.
No, it's not
worth
worth.
burning your feet.
No.
and hands.
But I will say, having only one flavor of Frosty back then, still more consistent than going to McDonald's and trying to get ice cream at night.
Yeah, so I think they got the machines fixed. Everybody makes fun of the jokes and all that. I would rather have Frosty any day. And it's not, if you think about what Frosty is, it's not great,
It's basically coffee creamer
but it's
in
good.
a way. Yeah, I mean it's tasty.
And you go by it, you gotta have it, man.
Yeah,
And I like the chocolate. I
yeah,
know you don't like chocolate ice cream. Chocolate Frosty's good.
I mean, it's
I like
okay.
the peppermint Frosty. I like,
yeah,
man, I'm a big Frosty fan.
yeah,
This is not from Frosty, so that was what it was. It's pizza and pasta.
yeah. All that waffle we had earlier,
Yep, made some waffle a little bit ago. Wings and pizza.
wings and pizza. For you kids that don't know,
So we should come up, since we're on this podcast, we should be telling stories about your nephews.
yeah. Well,
They're on the podcast.
yeah, they're on this podcast. One of the funniest things I ever remember growing up about old Nadertron's there is sitting in a living room with probably 10 of our closest friends and family. And Nadertron's running around the corner, whips out his little wiener and says, "Surprise!"
Yeah, he full on, and not like a little bit. He full on drops trowel, man.
Surprise! And yeah,
He says,
man.
Upright. He had to be 3, 4,
Five-ish, roughly.
maybe 5. Yeah, just
What?
come out, not shy about anything.
Yeah, I
don't
tell you
know if he
what,
thought he was being funny or what.
we were definitely surprised.
What the heck? And so he stands there for another second too longer, and then we're like, "Go, pull your pants up, go back to sleep." So he goes in the room.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, he had a prize for us.
Yeah, let's see. What about old Big B Liv? Well,
Don't remember any stories like that about him, huh?
yeah, man, not too much. Not too much.
He's a pretty chill kid.
He's a pretty good kid. He had a hard upbringing, man. I
Not
tell
the
you.
name Tron was it, right?
Yeah, you know, Nader Jones was a silly child.
Yeah. Yeah. Big B was a little more serious. He wanted, to talk about books and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure
Cowboys,
yeah,
Cowboys, and Cowboys.
yeah. That boy had him a hat and badges and some boots, and he was redneck to the core at a young age, and he's
Well, I
still
wouldn't even call it redneck. I mean, he's
Just-
country and shit. I don't know about redneck.
custom cowboy. There we go.
So it depends on your definition of redneck.
Well, not full on maggot redneck, but just regular redneck. Fun loving kid who just did what he wanted to do with what he was available of. So not even the best name brand hats, not the best name brand big old belt buckles, but he made it. He had fun with it. He still does to this day. He'll wear big old cowboy hats, boots.
So this dude, and I'll give a story about Big B. This dude used to eat, especially if it's something he liked. I guess he thought it was going to run out one day or something.
Oh, until he
So
got
this
sick,
dude
bro.
would eat, and then puke.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Every time.
Every time, never failed.
And it's the same thing with Nadertron, right? His ass would go to the Mexican restaurant. And he won't play, but he loves some nachos.
And he's the
So
biggest
before he
bean
played,
dip.
He would just bean dip, cheese
Shoving
dip,
bean dip cheese dip.
sauce, chips. Eat, drink real fast, and they go straight on running around the restaurant. And of course, it didn't puke.
Yep.
But at least he didn't feel bad too long. Just puke, give it a second, and be back running around.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I would tell you it was great being an uncle growing up with them boys. They and they're, and all the nieces and other nephews that we had. It was good times. Made me be better prepared to be a father. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now now my niece on the other hand, the funniest story ever. She loves this one too. She swam up to me once. We was at the pool, and she says, "Uncle Clint, when I grow up, I want to be a mermaid,
Vampire mermaid.
a vampire mermaid." And I said, "Honey, they're not. Those aren't real." And she started boohooing and crying and said, "Crushed my hopes and my dreams." And I'm just thankful that she had dreams and hopes, things of that nature. But
And I
And I'm-
much into her personal life.
no, we just
She's about to Started a coffee shop
Yeah,
out of
man.
a bus.
Yeah, hey, that's an automotive flip too.
Yeah. But going off that story, she should have her some vampire mermaids on the side of the bus, painted on the side of the bus.
Hell yeah, or a drink
Uh,
that is named after a vampire mermaid. Yeah.
mermaid or something.
Or one that's called "You Ruined My Life" or something, or "My
Yeah.
Hopes and My Dreams." Something. I hope it. I hope that my realization has motivated her in her life because she's
It's
doing.
like telling her Santa Claus is not real.
You know, spoiler alert.
Well, Santa Claus is real, right?
Yeah, you
I
know.
guess. I never told my kids Santa Claus was
I don't know if
real.
I
I never told them he wasn't real. And
Right.
They asked me, I say, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, I want my child to be a thinker, so that's how I've always thought about that.
I don't want to lie to them.
Yeah, you don't want to lie to them, which was pretty funny with my daughter going to Catholic school for a long time because she had her own thoughts and feelings. The teacher taught her about David and Goliath, and she was like, "Well, wait a minute, I thought giants weren't real." And they said, "Next subject."
Yeah.
Didn't even answer the question.
I'm sure not all of them were, professional, give professional answers to them.
Right.
Retort. But,
It's opinion based in that nature because you don't know.
yeah. So, we'll get back to the Tesla. Just jumping all around.
Yeah, hey man.
Jump back to
Freaky
the
Friday.
first of this, to the Tesla. Like I said, I got no more race. That's what I've been waiting on to get rid of it. I like it. It's a great car. It's just too small. I'm a big man.
Well, and I'll tell you, if anybody has any tips and tricks or ideas of how to fix the curtain rail on the side by the driver's side, that thing falls off on that car all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some big old magnets on there.
Something.
But if that's all, and that's really all it is. But man, I've run that car, and we just got done drag racing the hell out of it.
I will tell you,
But I'm
everybody
looking-
dogs.
If it was a truck,
Yeah.
and the Cybertruck's so ugly.
Shit, if somebody gave me a Cybertruck, I promise you I'd drive that thing.
Yeah, but it's ugly and it's expensive.
Hey, but it works. It's the things that they've
It's not
done with
bad.
Cybertruck, man.
But I'm not gonna pick Cybertruck.
Oh, no.
But I am looking at some more electric cars. Been looking at the Ford Lightning, looking at the Sierra EV.
Man, I tell you,
Silverado EV.
if I could afford it, man, those Rivians are pretty sweet.
So,
The
I don't know if you know
SUVs are
this.
real nice.
but Rivian got most of his funding from Ford. So Ford gave all this funding, and what they did was they paid for the development of the agreement that they're going to give the information back to them.
Right. So basically,
So the
that's,
Ford Lightning,
it's basically a
it's
Rivian
based
truck.
on the Rivian. Now, it's still much so as
And
a
ugly,
Ford
as,
F-150.
and it's still ugly as sin.
Oh my gosh, still better than Cybertruck.
Well, they circled the problem right on the front of it.
Yeah, I think it's good. Man, I don't know. It's pretty sweet. Electric vehicles, anyway. I like them. I don't know if I would want to go back to a gas vehicle. I would never have just an electric vehicle. I'm definitely not vehicle poor.
No. If people on the outside looking in would think this is a junkyard.
Well, hold on. Don't talk that bad about it.
I say from the outside looking in. If they don't know.
They might think so, and I'm gonna prove you wrong in junkyard here, right? So I got a ticket from the city because we still live in the city. It's on the very edge of the city, but still a city. It's not a ticket. I got a warning, and the warning said you can't park your cars in the front yard, and it says so. And they're really on my side yard. Apparently, they think it's my front yard, but then it says you could not run an automotive repair shop out of your house either. So they don't think it's a junkyard. They think it's an automotive repair shop
Oh, snaps! All the cars waiting in line.
in various
Yeah, stages.
Yeah,
Oh, if they only knew, they were almost all yours.
pretty much all of them are
Yeah.
in some way or the other. But all I did was move them to the back. I left a couple up front, put car covers on
Out of sight, out of mind.
them, or on the side. Now I am going to add another driveway up to the front of the house, so it's definitely going to be the front of the house at that point. Which I'll probably still leave the cars in the back. I plan on one day building a second shop next to my other big shop out there.
Put cars in, that'd be
The one
great.
to build cars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this build that I'm getting ready for down in Athens, the big field thing I'm talking about. I'm gonna do it in that small. It's a big shop store, but in that shop,
How are you gonna get it out the door?
it'll fit.
It'll fit. Okay.
Yeah. So even my Silverado, my crew cab, it fits in there.
Just
Now
tight.
Nathan's van won't fit in there; it's too tall.
Oh, okay.
So my next biggest thing is how I'm going to get that big. Cause I got an oversized cherry picker. It's so big that it's I'm gonna use it to do some body swap. I'm not getting too much into my bit there, but anyway, when I put that in there, that's gonna be kind of hard to get it through that door. So I don't know if I might take it apart or kind of lean it back and stand it. Once you get in the door, it's plenty high. The doors are kind of low.
Yeah. What weight? How much does that thing weigh?
Pretty good amount.
So you can put it
I
on.
would
You can put it on a tilt back appliance dolly.
say
One
800
of the
pounds.
one of the real nice tilt back appliance dollies.
I don't know, man. It's pretty heavy, but it has wheels.
Yeah.
And I'll have to take the crane top off of it. It is pneumatic as well.
Some of the people in the peanut gallery stop smoking. Gosh.
Yeah. Um, so you're not into cars too much. Do you have a favorite car?
And I tell you what.
Always talk about
Yeah. See, I don't know. The thing is, if it, I just don't want to ride around in my Ford
okay.
because I want it to be
So
dependable.
if you got a free Ford,
If I got a free Ford, I would probably flip it and go for
you got a free Ford that you couldn't. They said you could have, but you can't sell.
that I had, but I couldn't sell it.
Yeah.
I would
What
want
Ford would you want?
a modern Ford with good air conditioner and one with a lifetime warranty to fix
Mach-E
all the,
Mustang.
and fix all the problems. No, that's small, bro.
The Mach-E? The SUV, bro.
Isn't that still a little bitty old bitch car though?
No, it's like a mid-sized SUV.
So kind of like that
It's
Chevy,
compared to a Highland.
kind of like that Chevy electric car you had for a short period of time.
That was a little bit. No, this one's more the size.
A little bigger than a Daewoo?
Chevy Blazer.
Oh, the small Blazer, not the
The
full
new
size
Blazer.
Blazer, the micro Blazer. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still got to look better than that Bronco.
I like the Bronco better than the new Blazer. The new Blazer's so boring.
I don't know, that new Bronco, it's kind of ugly.
I'm with you. It's not the best. I don't think it looks terrible, right? But it's not. I like it because it's different.
Yeah,
All cars look almost the same.
and it's not a Jeep, so that's a bonus.
Better than a Jeep. And to all you Jeep fans, I've had a good amount of Jeeps, and they're all service.
They just let
You
you
got
down,
one,
bro.
you're like, that's not a bad vehicle. No, it's not. You're lying. It's always, even if you're doing what you're supposed to with them, which they are hell on a trail, right? They are made to go off.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's designed for.
beast. But they're terrible on it.
Yeah. I mean,
Their
It's like
gas
driving-
mileage not great.
driving a distraction.
It runs like crap. It's stupid.
And there's people with ducks all over the dash.
Yeah, which on them kind of Jeeps, some old mall crawlers, as we call them. They
No.
don't get off road, get stuck in a mud. I did that once. I had a 6-cylinder Ram, 2-wheel drive, and I got stuck in wet grass.
Hey, man.
Flat wet grass. It was pretty wet. I'll give it that.
Hey,
And the tires were, it's about, they weren't to the wear bar yet, but they was getting pretty low in tread. I did go get some new tires. But yeah, it was crazy.
I've been in a lot worse sticky situations with vehicles.
Yeah, I remember. So we used to have an airport, an old World War II airport, and there was a road that just had a 90-degree turn, just out of nowhere, boom, 90-degree turn. And this dude's playing with his old ratty radio, and runs straight under half the fence to the airport, in the ditch, sitting on 3 wheels.
Yeah, man. I had my first car was an '88 Buick Regal Custom.
It was definitely custom. What about them hubcaps,
Oh,
the license
man.
plate? You know what though? $500, man.
Hey,
That was one of the best $500 cars I ever bought.
I tell you what, I had that choice between that and a Dodge Neon that reminded me of the Seinfeld episode where the dude
The
hung out
Dodge
the car.
Neon that we got before you go to that, the Dodge Neon we got from a girl that everybody calls
Thank you, Kathy.
So
That car was horrible, bro. It had literal human shit smeared into the back floorboards, crayons, You never know what else.
But it would go back to your Seinfeld story.
Yeah, where he hung out the car. Well, I had to transport that car the day we got it,
Maybe a mile.
maybe a mile, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm 6'2", and half of my body was all the way out of the vehicle to try to drive it around the corner. And I wouldn't drive it again. It was
And I
bad.
felt so bad.
Miserable. Yeah, man.
Looking back, and I shouldn't have. But I felt, man, these people need to leg up. I have a little extra money. I was only going to give her $200 for that car. So you know what? I'm going to give you 500. And I should have stuck with the 200 or even broke it down to 100 or not bought it at all. But I felt so bad for them. Man, these people are struggling. They're in a hard way. And but they did it for themselves.
Yeah,
They didn't
looking
try
back,
to improve.
that was just their choice in
That
their
was their
lifestyle.
choice.
Man. I don't get it,
100%.
man.
That's going back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, man.
You know, you get dealt lemons.
You gotta make some damn lemonade.
You gotta make some lemonade. You gotta make some lemon pie. You gotta do something. You can't sit around with lemons. They're gonna go
Pick
bad.
yourself up by your bootstrap.
Take yourself up by the bootstraps. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
To Nadertron's point there, that's what boomers love to say, right? Oh, why don't you go to college? Pay for my own college. Why don't you? Yeah, well, you can go to college back then on minimum wage.
Yeah. College
You
loans are
can't
the
do that now.
only loan out there
But to
that
that
changes every day and completely
It
unfair.
really
Makes no
is.
sense.
point, a mind thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you can fix everything without positive thoughts. But if you tell yourself, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it, it's not possible.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
It's like in sports, momentum is huge. In life, momentum is huge. The momentum you give yourself or that other people give you, get you started or slow you down in whichever format you want to be in.
I'm
If you
big
think
on,
you can do it or believe you can do it, fuck it, you can. For the word people to say, I can't.
I
can't, never
I
could, do
won't,
nothing.
Not my job, not for me,
Yeah.
won't happen, can't happen. You got to make it happen.
Now, I'm fat and old, so I can't dunk. I know that. I will never be able to dunk.
You could probably do
If I had enough money and they shortened the rim to 8 foot,
it.
I'm smashing that thing. But in all reality, I'm not dunking.
I can't dunk anymore either. Oh, it's like,
Yeah.
but I can touch the rims.
You know, I might be able to slap the bottom of the backboard on a regulation
That's
size.
outside. That's where the rim is. If you slide
No, the rubber part that hangs down.
Oh.
Yeah, not the actual glass.
I'm like,
Not the actual glass. I can get to the bottom of the net.
Oh, so-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
it's almost you reaching up, jumping
Yeah.
off your toes.
that is true. I do have long arms. I have a wingspan.
Oh, is your wingspan more taller than you? Longer than you are tall?
Pretty close.
Finance. Most people say your wingspan is your height. No, it's not.
Yeah, it
I
depends,
am,
man.
74 inches. My wingspan's 76 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's
I mean, my fatness might have brought it in a little bit.
yeah.
I need to get back to the gym, man. I used to love the gym.
Bro.
I used to be a gym rat.
Bro, I'll tell you what.
Maybe I need to challenge somebody or somebody challenge me. So I like challenges. I hate this, man. I'm very competitive. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. Get my fat, go back to the gym. Show out, get these muscles built back up.
I tell you what. It's gonna be a couple months before it starts to get cold here. But the suns are out, the guns need to be out.
Bruh.
I tell you what, let's do it, man.
Let's
do
do
it,
it.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
let's pull a jelly roll, man. Get rid of some of this fatness.
Get rich, sing. I
Well.
can't sing. Or sing and get
When I
rich.
get rich, I'm gonna still act broke.
I am broke. Even no matter how much money I got, I'm still broke.
No, but I tell you
I
what,
take that to
man.
heart, buddy.
Just look at our health, man, bro. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna smash a buffet every now and again. But
Well,
We gotta get
I'm
back
not
to
saying
it, man.
change your life completely, right? You don't
Yeah.
be eating down rice biscuits, or what do they call rice cakes?
some people actually like those.
It's like they're disgusting,
Yeah.
and they're not really that good.
He said rice biscuits.
Yeah, what it? It's
Bro.
disgusting. It is. Man. Won't even make a turd, would it?
Dogs and cats. Look out now.
That's the thing we say in the military. It's food not great. MREs, whatever.
It'll still make
Hey,
a turd.
make a turd.
That's right.
I don't know. Them rice cakes make a turd. I think they just sound.
Compact one.
Yeah, man. Ugh, disgusting. I'm a pretty big eater.
Yeah.
I say that. I'm really not. What do you think about vegetables,
I know.
and everything that I go on? I eat quite a bit of stuff. But
Yeah.
the stuff that I don't like, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're just on a seafood diet, man, and that's the biggest thing. And if people don't know what that means, it's I see food, I eat it.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not going to change. You know, I could say I'm going to change. I'm not going to change. I'm stuck in my ways, always have been. But there are things I can do different.
Yeah.
Not change food. But that's not happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, in our 40s already, we're kind of set in our ways.
Well, so I can still eat pizza. I can
Yeah.
still eat pasta. Just eat a little bit less.
Right.
Eat less often.
Or not eat it for every meal almost.
Exactly. Eat a little less often. I
Yeah.
can cut out sodas. I love sodas, but I can cut them out. Cut out. Or even had starting one a week. One every 2 weeks. One every month.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, almost 10 years ago, I cut bread and fried foods out of my diet. Lost 70 pounds in a year. Was working out 6 days a week. Went from a size 42 down to a 34.
So now that you're
It
close
can
to
be
400 pounds, if you lost 70 pounds,
400 pounds? Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, 379 is pretty close to 400. But
295, yeah.
70 pounds is a lot.
It
That's a
is.
small human.
But I maintained it for 3 years
I could lose 100
by
pounds
changing
right now.
small
That's
things.
how much weight I could lose 100 pounds.
Yeah. We could both stand to lose
So
probably
when I
more
got
than
out of AIT, Army's Advanced Individual Training, you go to that after you go basic. So I got done with infantry training and all that stuff. When I got back, I was 195 pounds.
Damn.
So I was 6'2", 195 pounds. I was fairly. I had abs.
A kid now.
Uh,
195
Now, I
pounds.
could've
Shit, it's
really
been
kept-
since middle school since
Yeah.
I've been that size, bro.
well, I was 175, but I could have kept working and adding them abs and really turning it into a hard 6-pack, 8-pack, whatever. But I stayed pretty good shape for the next 10 years. And then I just, I had my injury and got out of the military. And
Ate his feelings, man. Ate his feelings.
quit working out. I loved working out. After that, I just quit. And I still had the same caloric intake
Yeah.
and not working out.
I start my day out nutritionally very well, and I eat like an offensive lineman the rest of the day. And
So that's what you're going to change. You're going to change the amount or the consistency of eating.
and I tell you what, my biggest thing is that I feel like I need to. For me, my inflammatories are carbs, and
That's everything.
because I feel like for me, I can eat all the meat and vegetables I want to eat
Well, carbs are
and still be good.
sugar is bad.
Yeah.
I love steak. But damn, steak's $10 a pound. Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's supposed to be good steak. That's not good steak.
Yeah. I feel like going to, a restaurant and being like, how much for one rib?
One rib. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
How
seen
much,
that movie?
how much for one rib? Have y'all
These
seen that
old,
movie?
these old chitlins, these youngins here don't know what that is. But Chris Rock was in the movie. And it's one of his first, it might have been his first movie. Definitely one of his first movies. And he goes up to the counter. And he's got his little change bag and shakes it. How much for one rib? I was like, one rib?
How many bones?
He said, one order of ribs. He said, no. One rib. One. I think he said 50 cents. So I don't even remember how much the price was. He said, okay, I'll take it. He said, all right, one rib. He said, how much for it? A drink of soda. I said, soda, they're $1, whatever they do. Oh, that's movie. And he said, no, a drink of soda.
One drink.
He said, man, I ain't selling it. Anyway, then he pulls out to pay for his ribs. He
With all
pulls
his
out a big stack of cash. And Isaac Hayes was the one behind the counter. It was like, oh, just looking at him crazy. God, I think it was Isaac Hayes. I hope I ain't messing that up. I know for sure it was Chris Rock.
Well, yeah,
And
definitely.
it's a movie called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yeah.
Not a great movie. For its time, it had some funny parts and everything. And that's what people got to think about movies, and I don't want to get too much into movies and get too long. We don't want to make this podcast too long. But the thing about movies is it's all perspective. And the time that it's not only made, but the time that it's in when it's made, right?
Well, music and movies are
Some movies and some music are timeless.
right. They're timeless, but
Some
most are built into the time frame of the time because they meet us where we are in life. Bringing back Jelly Roll, that's one of the things that's so great about his music that most people don't give credit for, but realize, I mean, he's trying to speak to
So I like Jelly
who we
Roll.
are.
I don't love this new country stuff. I mean, I like it still. I guess it's very talented. I'm a big fan of his rap. And I don't know if he'll ever return to it because he's making a good amount of money on that country stuff. He's affecting or touching more people's lives.
Well, I was gonna say that's he's a humanitarian at heart, and he loves the betterment of people, and what he's doing is helping. So I don't, and it's what he enjoys because he's a very soulful person. He loves music of all sorts.
And I'm sure you remember. You got a pretty good memory like me. But the Jelly Roll concert that you and I went to,
Bro,
I remember inviting people and them saying, I'm not going to Jelly Roll. What the heck is Jelly Roll? That dude sucks.
yeah. Well, I tell you what.
And there was less than 100 people.
Yeah. Well, I paid $15 to get into that show.
I
And
paid
that it whatever, well, $10, $15 tickets, whatever
Well, I
our
paid
tickets
10
were.
because I had a military
Oh,
discount.
military discount. Well, but that concert changed my life. I
Man,
would
that
say,
was awesome. Have you stopped listening to him since?
nah.
You didn't really know who he was before. I know you did.
I heard one song by him. It was called California. Only song I ever heard of
Yeah,
him.
'cause I had said, hey, you better check this dude out.
I saw it on Mike Busey Snapchat
Ah, okay.
with the Sausage Castle. Anyway, California's the only thing I ever heard of Jelly Roll. And so I was like, man, I don't know. But I will tell you, that concert was great. He pours his heart into his performances. And it changed my life. Because his songs meet you when you need them the most. I mean, just the lyrics more so than the country, the rap, whatever it may be. So, but I don't know. That's what I like about music and movies
For you
in general.
guys out there in
They're
the
cool
audience, you're right. But for you guys out there in the audience, if you haven't checked out Jelly Roll, which I'm sure you have, go ahead and do it. And let's
What the heck, man? Okay.
What in the world is going on?
That was a
here,
long
dude?
process there.
Sorry about that, guys. The Wi-Fi's been real bad. And it's like a little stormy outside, I think, or something. I
I've
don't
been
know.
sitting here for the past hour trying to set this thing back up.
Yeah, it
I don't know
kind of
what's going on, man.
broke a little bit.
Yeah.
But we finally got it back up and going, as you can see.
Yep.
Don't really know what.
People are literally
What the hell
leaving
caused
now
that?
that we're back on. But anyways, yeah, so we just went to No Name Nationals.
Yeah, we did No Name Nationals.
Um,
We raced the Tesla, it was a good
That
show.
was so fun, man.
I didn't get to race.
He didn't get the race.
I want to race. I want to race so bad.
Next year, hey, anybody that's here right now that isn't subscribed to subscribe to Poor Boy Mopar?
Poor Boy
Subscribe to him
Mopar.
real quick.
That's
like,
not a solid name. It just nobody had taken it yet. I'm poor. I'm a boy. I like Mopar.
he doesn't post that often. I'll give him
I'm
that.
gonna start
but-
posting again soon.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's new for me.
I'm got some stuff in the works. I'm trying to get something going on. Just like it says in the title, Poor Boy Mopar.
Yep.
Ain't got no money.
Yep.
You gotta have money to work on cars.
A new truck with no money. That's
Yeah.
why he doesn't have any
That's-
money.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah. So he doesn't have 500 subscribers. He doesn't post very often. But
right now I'm sitting at like 67.
yeah. So I mean, there's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee.
But
I
it
got
would
that.
Be pretty dang cool, man.
I got that in one weekend. I had some good traction going, but I had to buckle down, focus on school.
Yeah, stuff going on. I mean, we were in high school with that.
We were in high school.
I had the same thing going on.
Yeah, I was trying to get a job, trying to get some stuff going for me, you know. And I didn't really have much time or energy to focus on YouTube very hard, but I went to No Name Nationals this year, and I didn't record anything. A lot of the issue that I had with my channel in No Name Nationals last year is I kind of turned it into a content farm,
Yeah.
not really meaning to.
You didn't enjoy it as much.
I didn't really enjoy it a whole lot.
I
Like,
get that.
It was fun, but in my head I was there. I got to get a video. I got to record this. I got to get a picture. I got to
Dude,
get
that
a
would be a
short.
perfect video, man. Dude, that would be a perfect addition to this video I'm already
Right.
making. I mean, that would be, I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Every year that I went to No Name Nationals, I've had that problem. But I think doing the podcast and deciding to only do the podcast and some shorts really helped me out this year
Yeah.
to enjoy it for what it is. It's
And
the
I
community.
had so much fun.
Dude,
We talked to so many cool people.
yeah.
There was so many cool things happening.
I loved the theme of the podcast of next week, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I just have to say, like, the theme is the community. It's the way that they always help each other out when they need. They always not. Why are we writing comprise in the comments, guys? but it's all about the community.
Grandma said, "Good chat."
Good chat.
Good
Good
chat.
chat, Grandma.
Good
Thank
chat.
you, Grandma. I
Thanks,
really
Grandma.
appreciate you commenting. I love you, Grandma.
Yeah, I love you, Grandma.
She probably used text to or talk to text whenever she did that.
I mean, I would too. It's easy. Doesn't make it better. Anyways, nothing nationals, cars, vroom vroom, video,
yep, video. Hey,
Video.
podcast next week
podcast
at
next week.
6 p.m. this time.
Yeah,
We're not going to be late next week.
we will
God
not.
damn it.
Yeah.
And it will be No Name Nationals.
It will be.
Not just the theme, but it'll be like
Yeah.
it'll be the videos from No Name Nationals.
Right.
Um,
And I got some ideas for some content I want to make.
yeah.
I kind of had like this weird feeling that somebody was talking about some sort of project earlier, and my name
Oh,
might
I
have been mentioned.
I know we've been off camera
we've
for
been
a
off
while.
camera, we've been trying to fix
fix
this.
this thing.
Maybe it was just a comment I heard in the background at some point.
Something like that.
But I'm at some point I'm going to be working with old cousin Cletus, getting his thing up and running, and hopefully by then I'll have 500 subscribers and I'll be able to run that
So
track.
one thing about that is when you do research on how to be a YouTuber, how to post, what to post, how to present yourself. A lot of them always say post weekly, post at least
Right.
once a week. Some of them even say if you can, especially with shorts and stuff, post once a day, post more than once a day.
Well,
post so much.
yeah,
Don't lock yourself down like that, especially
Right.
with a car channel and with a smaller channel. You could post once a month.
I wouldn't suggest it, but you could.
Yeah.
And when
Well-
I was posting videos, I was posting a short and a video every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what, like, I kind of got a little burnt out with it because
Well, you're making a lot of subscribers, but you're not making as much as you think you should because you're posting every day.
right. And I wasn't getting much views on the videos that I was putting a lot of time into.
But you're getting a lot of views on those shorts.
Right.
It's that No Name Nationals hashtag. I swear.
It is.
And
I really hate that about the way that YouTube works now.
Yeah.
Because I don't like shorts. It's so brain numbing to me.
well, all those views count for not very much.
No, not
anyways.
really. Anybody who is actively subscribed to my channel, my first video back, I was laying in the floor in a camper at No Name Nationals, just kind of like a social experiment test to see. It was 7 seconds long, which is about the average time it takes for someone to scroll through a YouTube short when they're watching.
Yeah.
And
Surprise!
oh my god, Caprice.
Surprise!
He fumbled the doorknob. He missed me.
We were attacked.
He
I got
got
wet.
it.
He didn't miss me.
He got most of it on the floor still, though. Look at
I didn't even do the Caprice. That wasn't even me, man.
You can see it on the playback. That's really funny. You guys can't see the screen right now, but I got it pulled up to make sure the video
Man, we
comes
spent
through
all
fine.
this time trying to get the podcast back up and running. Just for these two goobers to come in here and interrupt it.
Man. I know a lot of you were probably just sitting there waiting like on a black screen.
Yeah, we
you know, I
told
don't
you
know
guys
what.
we were going to be here at 9:15 on the dot. We were a little early. We had everything good and going.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Wi-Fi, the internet decided to
Wi-Fi.
crash, man. That Wi-Fi.
It's Friday, man. It's
She's
the
a-
little
she's
freaky
a-
in this Friday.
She's a fickle mistress. The interwebs.
That's not the quote. That's not the thing.
Oh, well.
You weren't gonna say it. You know what it is?
I was just making words, man.
Do you actually know what it is though?
Kind of.
Because it's not very family friendly. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that one. I mean, I don't mean it like that. Hold on. We're allowed to say it.
What do you mean
We're
by
allowed to say it, but I don't know if we're allowed to say it because of YouTube. You know what I mean?
We are not marketed towards children. Children is not our
No,
audience.
that's not. That's,
We are
that's
going
true.
for a general
But,
audience. We can say big boy words because children is not our audience.
yeah, but I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna say. I
YouTube.
don't think we can say the word bitch on YouTube.
YouTube, we do not pander to children. That
It
is
is
not our
fickle.
thing.
Yeah. It's fickle bitch.
Well, mistress.
Bruh. So, anyways,
Anyways, I got some projects in the work for my channel.
I also have some stuff going
Yeah.
on. for my
It was kind of like demoralizing.
yeah.
Because I would spend like an hour
Yeah.
of my day at least at school when I probably should have been doing schoolwork, editing videos, chopping
This
them up,
guy.
getting them ready,
Yeah.
posting them, but putting all that time into it, and I was only getting like 4 or 5 views. And then these shorts that I literally walked a circle around a car and I picked a random royalty-free music.
Oh,
off
you
of
even put
YouTube.
music on it.
Yeah.
I don't even do that. And
If
I
you go with-
still get
if
1,000 views for non-national stuff.
If you go onto my channel, which is now 4Boy Mopar, you will see our shorts. My shorts, we're getting like 5,000, 6,000.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to read that because I saw it.
Yeah.
Anna says to say slurs.
I don't think that we're going to do that, actually.
I'm good on that. I'm going to be honest. I'm only even allowed to say one of those, and I don't like to say that one. So I think we're going to stay away from slurs.
Yeah.
Personally.
I think, yeah. Maybe not our brand. I know we're haters.
I don't think that fits us, man.
No, I know we're hating.
You know, like racism, maybe a little
Racism, not our
Zionism
brand.
in there, and that's
Yeah.
not us.
Not us.
That is
It's funny that you say Zionism. Hannah is a practicing Jewish.
really.
Yeah.
I did not. I
She
did
is,
not know
yeah,
that.
she is Jewish. She practices the religion.
I didn't. I just. That's the first one I thought of.
She wears a little hat on the back of her head.
I
sometimes.
almost said.
She had the bar mitzvah.
I almost said homophobia, but you know, everybody always goes for racism and homophobia, so I wanted to spice it up a little bit.
Well,
I wanted
you spiced it a little too raw.
a little too specifically.
A little too specific.
Sorry, Hannah.
Sorry
she
for our
just
Jewish-
hold on. No, I'm
Hold on,
not
wait, wait,
sorry,
wait, wait.
Hannah. She just told us to say slurs, so I'm not going to be sorry to her. Sorry,
Rage
everybody.
baiting. Hannah loves to rage bait me. She does it all the time.
We're not saying slurs. I'm sorry.
No slur.
Because Cletus also said he says beesh all the time. I don't know why you say beesh all the time, but
Because he's scared.
he's scared.
He doesn't want to get canceled.
Doesn't want to cancel for
He don't want that big old yellow man coming up in his house. And we're not lame. Nate made a joke about Zionism. Not even cool.
Zionism is not cool.
No, it's not, actually.
Anyways, so, you know what we could talk about? Speaking of Zionism, that new episode of Peacemaker.
Hey, hold on now, it just came out. We're gonna spoil things, but it's fucking
It
crazy.
came out yesterday. Listen, all I'm saying is, if you haven't watched it, first of all, why not? If you've
It's-
been watching
okay.
so far, watch it. Second of all, hold on now. Second of all,
Stop trying to get us canceled, Hannah.
basically everybody that's been theorizing about Peacemaker, you're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. And
That's
and
not
I
true.
was one of those people. I knew it from the beginning. God damn it! Everything that I thought was exactly right. James Gunn, I know where you live. Okay,
The gun don't jam.
because I know, and it's still peak. Even though I saw it coming from the first episode, I saw it coming. It's still peak.
The gun don't jam.
The gun does not jam. And let me tell you something else.
I think that's such a stupid thing to say, by the way.
Really,
It's so corny.
you don't like? Hey, what do you say about Jack Snyder?
Zack Snyder. I think that he's dumb and a terrible writer and a bad producer.
Yeah, but
Bad
like
director.
if you thought he was good, he doesn't have a catch. Like there's nothing to say. But James Gunn, the gun does not jam. The gun does not. That's peak.
Eh.
That's peak.
Eh.
That's peak. Anyways,
What's crazy though is that he cast his wife to be the love interest of John Cena in a show.
really?
Yeah, Hardcore is in real life James Gunn's wife,
Oh my god.
or at least partner.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Me personally-
John Cena likes large women, so I don't think she has a chance with the real John Cena.
Well, I don't know.
He loves some portly women.
If
He
she
is-
ain't 280, she ain't a
He is
lady.
on record saying that he just loves him. And actually, so I don't know if this is an exact quote. Okay,
Okay.
this is all from my memory. I have
Okay.
terrible memory, but I am like 90% sure he actually started his weightlifting journey because he wanted to pick up his future wife.
Yeah, kind of. He did
He wanted
say
to
that.
be
I
able
don't.
to
He
lift
did
his
say
finger.
that. I don't know if that's like a for real thing. He did say both of these quotes on the Howard Stern show.
Oh my god, dude, Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. If I catch you, Howard. When I catch you, Howard.
You run around. You run around these streets. Howard is on side.
I hate Howard. Haterz podcast. I hate you, Howard.
Howard better not come up on this
He's a
block.
meanie. He's a meanie poo poo head.
Howard come up in here. He get licked on, man.
I'm gonna be honest. Cena is not a rapper.
Actually, I think you might be wrong there, Nate.
He may have rapped at some point, but
It does not.
But
It does not take much to be a rapper these
an
days.
artist is not an artist because they painted a piece of paint.
What?
Exactly.
Hitler was an
You're-
artist.
Ha! Hold on. First of all, Hitler made art. Okay, he flunked out of art school, which makes him not an artist.
He couldn't afford it.
That's not why he flunked. Second of all,
I don't know why.
he flunked because he was terrible at it. If you actually look at it, so
I've looked at his artwork. It's not that bad.
it's not the worst art.
I
but
have
it's
seen.
not.
I have seen famous paintings that are 10 times worse.
Okay, there is a very expensive painting out there that is just a white.
There's an expensive painting out there that is just a blank canvas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's another one with a fucking banana duct taped to it.
There's a so there's a really expensive piece of art. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a shade of blue that you can't make without this special pigment. And it looks just like those other ones. It's just another color, and it looks like there's no work put into it. But if you actually do some research on it, like you can't make that pigment naturally. You have to. You have to.
Well, according to Cletus, I'm not allowed to say Hitler's art isn't that bad.
Hey, we're not on TikTok Live, buddy. Okay, we're not gonna get kicked off. We're not gonna get kicked off of TikTok for what did he say? I think he called Hitler a pussy, and he wasn't even talking about Hitler. He was talking about a guy with that name as his. It was a whole thing. That's
What McKinsey said that's
Oh.
not art, that's money.
yeah.
laundering.
No, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, actually. Mhm.
And I'm not gonna call any names, obviously, because I don't know them. But you know that does make that does
Pablo
make a little-
Picasso.
Not Pablo Picasso was poor. Most actual artists, especially like Renaissance era artists, or like anybody before that, or anybody before modernity, poor as fuck. Poor.
Modernity?
Yeah, like I think it's
Modernity?
modernity.
I don't think it's
Modernity. Not modernity. That's you had it.
I don't know, man. That Blue Ninja Turtle was pretty made up.
What are you talking about?
Pretty.
Modernity.
Shut up, Peanut Gallery. Go back to choking on water.
This guy. Okay.
The Blue
Anyway,
Ninja Turtle.
the Blue Ninja Turtle.
He's one of the most famous painters.
He's talking about Leonardo. Oh, I thought you were talking about the. I thought he was talking about the teal one. For some
I
reason.
did not say teal.
Teal
I
was a shade
said
of blue.
blue. Said
Teal.
blue.
Teal is a shade of blue.
I didn't say a shade of blue. I didn't say
And
teal.
nobody calls Leonardo the Blue Ninja Turtle.
I was making
he's
a joke
fucking
about
Leonardo.
Leonardo da Vinci.
His name is Leonardo. Though.
So is the painter and the inventor. I was making a joke. You're just too fucking brain.
No, that's
brain
not
dead.
what happened. Okay?
You don't have enough
You said
cells
the
going
Blue
on
Ninja Turtle.
to get my humor. I'm
You-
just a step
you-
above you,
listen,
bro.
bro.
You're down here, I'm
You
up
said the
here.
Blue
You're on my
Ninja
level.
Turtle, and
We were talking about painters. His name's Leonardo. I was making a joke. You're down here. I'm up here. Okay. Get your brain up.
irregardless.
Get your knowledge. Get your knowledge up,
Irregardless.
guys.
Painters are poor.
Not anymore.
No.
Speaking of Hannah, speaking of Hannah, in the comments, her dad is a painter. He's
Yeah.
very rich. He was a art professor at Hendrix College.
Oh, that's different.
Well, I am
He was able to
literally,
get a job off of it.
I am literally cleaning out his garage right now, and there's so much art that he painted.
That's
That
really
is
cool.
literally at the same level of these goobers like fucking Picasso and Van Gogh
First of all,
and the Blue Ninja Turtle. And what
don't call
whoever,
Van Gogh a goober.
whoever the fuck modernity is, bruh.
Modernity is a time
There
period.
ain't no way that dude was making good
It's a
paintings,
time period. That's not a person.
bro.
It's a period of time.
Ain't no way modernity got some good art. That dude, he, she, they, them, Caesar, did not struggle enough to have some good artwork, okay? Don't even get me playing right now.
Somebody just said 6'7" in the comments.
It was a few people like that.
Not.
I can text my dad and ask about Ninja Turtles. Please do, Hannah. I need a professional opinion here.
Whatever, bro. I wonder. You know what I wonder right now? What I'm wondering right now?
What?
The Cyan Ninja Turtle. You know, they're all named after painters, right?
I thought she was teal. You said teal earlier.
First of all, cyan and teal are very similar colors.
Similar.
Second of all, there's no set. She was never given a color.
The turtle with the titties, sir.
The titty turtle.
The titty turtle.
The dare I say
Apparently,
her tussie.
apparently, Hannah's dad says to start digging in your butt. And Cousin Cletus is a professional Ninja Turtle.
Stop reading the chat, okay? Listen, the teal, cyan, but the
Or Tootsie.
the tussie. Okay, her name. Do you remember her name?
No.
That movie was terrible. By the
I
way.
like
Let me
that
just
movie.
say that.
That is actually my favorite. No, go back. No hands. Get behind the blanket.
Now, anyways, the teal Ninja Turtle, whatever her name is,
I don't.
is it another painter? I wonder.
No. She has a Japanese name because She is an ancient samurai warrior.
First of all, how does that even fit? Tell me how that fits into the lore, because they're all from the ooze. You know, they're all from turtles mixed with the ooze.
Specifically, specifically, in that one movie.
Her name is her name Venus? Is that what you're saying?
What I say, Venus? That kind of looks like it says verses.
No, that says, dude, you need glasses. You need glasses bad.
That's far away.
That is not an S.
Now listen,
How do you confuse an N for an R and an S? Okay, her name is Venus. That's lame. Why is her name Venus? That's not a painter.
Anyways.
It's not Japanese.
Anyway.
That's like Roman, I think. Or Greek. The planets are named after Greeks or Roman. Yeah, which one? You know this. You
Yes,
know
I
the
do
answer
know
to this.
this.
Yeah. Which one?
Venus,
They're like very similar.
Venus is the Roman god of love,
Yeah.
and the Roman counterpart to the Greek goddess Aphrodite. Aphrodite.
Talking about Aphrodite.
No.
Literally everybody calls her Aphrodite.
That wrong.
You're not speaking Latin. You're not
no,
speaking
I'm
Roman.
not.
You can speak English. English pronunciation of words can be different.
What the fuck?
He just said Ohio. First of all, that's like 3 years old, even by Gen Alpha standards.
Venus de Milo, is that a painter?
Venus is Riz. Venus de Milo.
Is that the turtle's name, or is that a painter that the turtle's named after?
Is there?
Anyways, let me explain the lore of the female
Uh-huh.
and how she fits
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. Go back to that.
Because in the second movie, whatever the fuck they call it, it's time travel. But in those set of movies specifically, Splinter is like 200 years old.
Yeah.
Then he was a...
He's like a human turned into a rat. Right?
No.
No, he was the pet of a samurai master.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the pet of the Shogun's greatest samurai
right.
warrior. And he somehow... So, alright. That samurai warrior's son or brother or something was the Shredder. And
That was his
before...
brother.
Yeah. Before Splinter got the ooze, he watched from his cage, he watched his master train his brother or whatever, who was the Shredder. And he learned the ninjutsu or the spinjutsu or whatever the hell type of hand signs they were talking about in there. It's fireball jutsu.
I'm pretty sure Spinjitzu is Ninjago.
Well, I'm just spitballing here.
I think they had real names for their actual like.
Yeah, I
they
think
just
it's like Kung Fu or something.
Kung
or
Fu,
fucking
karate,
Krav Maga, or
Krav Maga.
whatever the hell.
Krav Maga.
That's the turtle's name. Also a Greek marble sculpture. Oh.
She's named after an art piece. That's lame. How are you gonna get Leonardo, the artist, right?
Come on now.
Raphael, the artist, right? And then, yeah. Also, the marble sculpture is probably named that because it's of the goddess.
Well, there's some discrepancies there, then, because Venus is a Roman god, and he said that that's a Greek marble sculpture. So somebody's crossing some wires here, and I know it's not me.
Because you know everything.
Correct.
No, not correct.
About this specific strand of nerdism. I know
And-
quite a bit. It was one of my
and-
autistic hyper-focuses
And what else?
for a long time.
And what else?
And what else? What?
And what else do you know everything about?
Man,
Because that's not it, right? There's Aragon.
Aragon.
You know everything. about
dragons? I could answer so many questions about
it.
dragons.
Well, you can't answer that many questions about D&D dragons.
Ask me a D&D dragon question right now.
How similar are D&D dragons to Skyrim dragons?
Not similar at all.
Not true. They're very similar, actually.
How?
So,
Okay, hold on. Let me stop you there. Because Skyrim dragons. First of all, I am the Skyrim guy. You're the Fallout guy.
Yeah. There's no dragons in Fallout.
There actually was dragon bones in one of the Fallout games.
That's because Skyrim and Fallout are the same. Shut up. Okay, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about how Skyrim dragons are similar to D&D dragons.
Okay, Skyrim dragons. There is a hierarchy, kind of like D&D dragons, but they are not sorted by their colors. Their colors have very little to do with their abilities. They don't. They are kind of, sort of outer dimensional beings, kind of, sort of like how it is in D&D.
That's only that way sometimes. That's really only that way with TNA.
Right. And there's
Which
only
is the
one
goddess of
dragon
dragons.
in Skyrim that's like that. That's not true. There's two. I forgot.
Which actually, they're actually less powerful than TNA. Her being the goddess of dragons and all.
Don't even get me started on lore accurate Alduin.
Lore accurate. I'm not talking about lore accurate. I'm talking about in the game.
Don't
okay?
even get me started about lore accurate Talos and Kinsgriviv.
What
I
the
said
fuck?
that a little wrong.
What are you talking about?
Kinsgriviv is one of the dragon gods. Okay. In Skyrim.
Okay, listen. Let me put it this way, okay? You know how in Skyrim, all the dragons, at first glance, right? Now, this isn't, like, getting into it, but, like, at first glance, they seem just, like, they fly through the air, they eat people, and they pillage towns because they like gold.
No.
And that's at first glance,
Skyrim
right?
dragons have nothing to do with gold. That's
They don't even like gold at all?
Nope.
Okay, so they're just not...
I mean,
they're
they
just
kind
of
of
dragons.
do.
That's Dragon's whole thing in
They
everything.
kind of do. I like the way my hand looks. Anyway,
Dragons are always greedy.
right. When you kill the dragon, you will find gold in their inventory.
Yeah.
In Skyrim.
So they like gold.
But it's not a plot point that they hoard gold.
Okay.
And there is a specific reason for the Skyrim dragons not to hoard gold and why they don't act like normal dragons.
Okay.
Oh,
What is the
okay.
reason?
The way that dragons work in Skyrim, you don't see them.
Yeah.
Well, you see one dragon in the beginning of the game. You have to get to a certain point in the game to see other dragons and have them spawn in the wild. Because Alduin, the World Eater, he is an almost all-powerful deity dragon who is a piece of the deity who also happens to be a dragon. I can't remember exactly what his name is because there's two dragon deities in Skyrim, but I can't remember exactly which one he's a part of.
He's the World Eater?
The World
Is that what
Eater.
you said?
Yeah. So you know how in Norse mythology there's Ragnarok,
right.
and in Christianity there's the Rapture,
Yeah.
and then in other religions they have in-world events.
Mhm.
Well, in Skyrim, Alduin is the in-world event.
I see.
And he exists on a different plane, on the same plane as their, like, heaven. I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Scott.
Hold on. So that actually, before you continue, that reminds me a lot.
Dragons are real in my head, in my fantasy.
So actually, on that note, dragons aren't real. That's what Clinton just said.
Maybe they are. Actually,
Technically,
if dragons... Hold on. If dragons were real, they would have been real in prehistoric times. And if dragons existed and they could fly and operate as dragons do now, how we believe them to be, they would have hollow bones like birds. And the reason we don't have bird fossils from the prehistoric eras is because their bones were hollow and could not fossilize. Therefore, dragon bones would not fossilize. Not to this era. They would fossilize, but eventually they would just go into the oil pockets.
That's right.
So, we don't have any evidence currently that proves that dragons existed, but we also don't have evidence currently that dragons didn't exist.
That's true. But actually, when you look at it, there is almost evidence of dragons existing, because how many mythologies, how many different communities of people across the entire world had stories about dragons, even though dragons never existed. Right? There's the Norse with they had dragons.
Worms.
Yeah, they did have dragons, and then
Kinda.
there's Chinese dragons. right?
Yeah, those were lame.
They're different, but they're still dragons.
They're different
right?
in the
At the end of the day,
they're-
they're still dragons. Even the Japanese had dragons, which those cultures kind of collide a lot. But still, it's still worth mentioning. They're different things. Even like Native Americans almost had dragons. I mean, it wasn't exactly dragons.
Or maybe something that preserved some trace of them. That could be possible.
So
We barely have any fully fossilized dinosaurs, and we barely
Right.
have any information.
that's what I was gonna say.
But we have so many people that say so many different types of dinosaurs existed.
Yeah.
Some dinosaurs that they talk about being real, we have about as much information on them as we do dragons.
Yeah.
There's just slightly more.
Like dodo birds.
dodo
There's
birds.
barely any proof that they existed in the first place. Mostly because they went extinct.
Well,
as fast as
that's a
they
little
could.
different. Actually, dodo birds existed in the same era as mammoths,
Yeah.
which is not dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You've just been playing too much art.
It's yeah. Whatever.
This guy over here.
Just because the
Get your
Cretaceous
knowledge
period-
up, dog. Get your
Listen.
knowledge up.
First of all, they're basically dinosaurs.
Educate yourself, dog.
They're basically dinosaurs. Okay.
Kawamoto dragons. Yeah. See,
Yeah. There's
We have-
there's so many different types
there's
of
so many
dragons.
different types of things
Um,
that we.
I really
call
can't think of any cultures off the top of my head that also had dragons.
But the Aztecs, they had dragons.
Yeah, that's true. But another thing though, that's the same thing with
Christianity has
vampires.
dragons.
That's the same thing with vampires.
There's dragons in the Bible.
That's true. There's also giants in the Bible and a time circle. Remember the time circle? The guy with the bike was like an alien on a circle. Yeah.
What?
It's. I think this is an Old Testament thing.
What the fuck are you
But
talking
there
about?
was so, and obviously
They didn't teach that in my Sunday school.
No, obviously not. But it was basically people theorize that it's aliens. But it was basically like a person that had a bicycle that was a full circle and they flew
Italian
around.
circle is what Cousin Cletus says.
I don't know. It was in the Old Testament. And I've heard very little about this, but people were theorizing a while back that it was aliens.
Right, because Jesus was an alien.
That is also a theory. Yes.
But
It's just a theory. A
A
Bible
Jesus
theory. Bible's better.
whatever, I don't care.
Hey, so I got a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Too Many Cooks? Too Many Cooks? Too Many Cooks.
Maybe I've heard that.
Okay, so it's a video on, it's like a skit kind of, but they like professionally made it, right? It's like a
Right.
horror-esque skit.
Where the fuck did this come from? We were talking about Jesus and dragons and Italian circles.
I don't know.
What's happening in your brain?
I don't know.
right now, man?
This man.
Expose your thoughts to the world.
I kind of gotta poop.
How does it process?
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah.
Because of the way you're talking to me.
Huh?
The way that you're talking to me reminded me that I have to poop.
What?
Yeah, so anyways,
on
dragons.
Oh, yeah?
Dragons may have existed, and we would not know.
Dicks and donuts.
Dicks and Donuts, Dungeons and Dragons,
Freaky Friday.
D&D.
It has been quite the Freaky Friday, yeah.
This Friday's been freaky, man. Half of the podcast is just a blank screen. 'Cause
Right.
We just,
We just couldn't get it to work
Man.
for a while.
but we actually are.
just need to pay that internet bill. That's what it is.
That's one it is, that guy downstairs. But we are gonna have to end it.
Yeah, we're going a little long.
We are going a little long.
And
This is
might-
the longest one we've
might-
had. but-
No, that's not quite.
Well,
Close. we might have to
next
edit
week
it out.
It's gonna be longer than the longest.
Yeah, by like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you better watch it.
You better
And
watch.
you better watch all of them.
It's good.
It's good.
It's a good one.
And there's some
It's
important
much better
people
than
in
this one.
there. It's well, hey, we're not Dumb and Dumber, okay?
What is that?
You reading the comments?
Oh no. Yo.
Well, my name's not Blevins, and I allowed you to be in my home, Hannah. So you better show some
Yo,
respect.
Hannah's over there, macking on Mack Daddy
No.
at home.
They're eating Taco Bell.
Macking on Taco Bell. Then.
Well, Hannah has a long distance boyfriend that lives in New York that
Oh.
she's semi-obsessed with.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna expose her like that. Jesus, man, I'm sorry, Hannah. I couldn't stop him. I tried. I swear.
What are you
This is
gonna
why.
do about
That's a terrible excuse.
What are you gonna do about it?
We do not smell like poop doo doo. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end it for tonight. It does not smell like up dog. That's a dad joke. That's a dad joke. Okay, I'm gonna go.
We're gonna go now, guys.
I
We're
gotta
closing
poop.
up. This is how we end our podcast. He's shitting on the microphone. It's stinky.
Did you
Now
hear
it
that? I
smells like
wonder.
doo-doo.
All right, bye
End
bye
the
now.
podcast.
It's still up. There it is.